E aí pessoal, eu sou o Pedro, bora continuar aqui a série de Dragon Age Veilguard, então bora lá. Bom, dei uma olhadinha na sala até encontrar uma escada que eu tinha que atirar pra derrubar. Então provavelmente isso aqui que é a passagem pro baú, né? Vamos aproveitar, pegar e a gente já continua pra onde a gente tem que ir mesmo. Tá, bora continuar.
Wait, this feels off.
Wrong in all sorts of ways. How'd we even get here?
I'm not sure.
Vixe. Bom, descubra um jeito de sair, né? Vamos tentar.
Come on! We need to find a path through. We still need to think of the Dalish.
Ah, so that is what you're after. The Elven have been chosen to serve a glorious purpose.
Okay, that's not a coincidence.
It's Elgar'nan. He's found us.
And she's got us trapped. The longer we stay here, the more danger we're in.
Shit! There's blight here. There wasn't blight before.
You cannot stand against me. Every action of yours is futile. My power grows even now.
Come on!
You are nothing but an insect. Resist if you like. I have an eternity to spare.
Shit. The Dalish need help and we're losing precious time going around in circles.
Do we know the Dalish are still alright? What if Elgar'nan sends the Venatori to...
One thing at a time. Let's focus on getting out.
Rook, can you hear me?
Solas?
Something's wrong.
I thought I just heard Solas.
You are correct. Elgar'nan's magic has thinned the veil, allowing me to speak to you directly.
Solas, we need your help.
Then I am pleased that for once, I can offer some assistance. If you can rescue the elves, Elgar'nan is mine to face.
What do you mean?
Elgar'nan! Latalin! Ma banal avanuris! Masalin Algalana!
Didn't need to get that to get that. Let's keep moving. Solas is gonna distract Elgar'nan.
You have no power here.
Sounds like Solas pissed him off. Score one for Baldy.
As long as it keeps him off us.
So, the dread wolf has arrived to defend his pawn.
Your cruelty forced my hand.
100 generations and still the same refrain.
Again, you have caged our people, and again I will set them free.
But you are always stubborn, Fen Harel. man, Shevgar Fenharel.
The only reason Bethel joined you was that she knew the monster would become if left unchecked. She thought to temper your brutish ego. Instead, you betrayed her, murdered her.
Only the first time, Red Wolf.
Look, what's wrong? You okay?
I can hear them in my head.
Pô, ele não vai fazer bem pro Rook, hein, mano.
To do this.
Your struggle is pointless, and your faith in the Dread Wolf is misplaced. Give up. Save yourself. Save your friends.
I can see the way through. I think Solas' distraction is working.
Será que realmente funcionou?
I think this is it. I think we're through.
You should be near where you need to be. With luck, you can still save the elves.
Bom, bora lá, né?
And there, the Dalish.
And another one of those damn crystals. Open the cage. Way to fight, Brooke.
The cruelty is nothing new. But what has happened to the vaunted brilliant mind of Elgar'nan the Mighty? The blight has left you blunt and slow. A monster, not a mastermind. You used to be a challenging opponent.
You saw me as an opponent. To me, you were an irritation, a fly buzzing ceaselessly.
I must speak to you in this tongue. It seems Elwyn is beyond your grasp.
As much as freedom is beyond yours.
What? Were you talking to? Sorry, they're very loud.
Bicho desconcentrar, velho. O time precisa dele fazer as coisas. Mas também é duas vozes de Deus gritando na sua cabeça, meio foda se concentrar desse jeito.
Get them. Kill them.
Once the blight is free, it will rule this world, and you will be its attack dog. You will burn this world at its command, as Andrul did in yours.
Aí outro desse bicho, asa misericórdia.
This world is ruined already. Your veil destroyed it.
You could heal it. You have the strength to repair the damage without using the blight.
Save your gaze for the mortals, Dread Wolf. The blight is my blade, and it will take more than your tricks to get me to lay it down.
One for us.
I don't want to die.
You saved us.
Time to get out of here.
I can guide you to one of my old hideouts. You can use it to make your escape. The wards still in place there will shield you all from Elgar'nan's sight.
Solas, thank you. Let's go! Let's go! Run! Run!
It's tough being a Venatori. It was their duty to secure the sacrifices. It was their duty to ensure the ritual went perfectly. But despite all their efforts, Elgar'nan was disappointed. The cult would do anything to please their gods. The cult would give anything to atone. Anything. It really is tough being a Venatori.
Cara, mandou pavalos, cara.
We'd lost all hope, and then...
And then you swooped in out of nowhere to save us.
he would have killed us to feed his dragon.
Indeed. Masaranas, Lethalin.
It was a team effort.
It often is. Some fights can't be won alone. Celebrate the victories as they come. They're rare enough.
And tomorrow we'll have to deal with another archdemon.
And it will have regained its strength. Elgar'nan sacrificed his own Venatori to it. A punishment for their failures. The Venatori who escaped scurried back to Deventer. If the Venatori move again, the Shadow Dragons will hear about it first. The Veil Jumpers will fight our own battles against the gods. Any help you can offer would be appreciated.
Might be a good time to see what Solas thinks of all this.
Pera, vamos ver se a gente realmente vai no Solas, porque vai aparecer alguma quest. Não, não apareceu nada. Então a gente vai ter que falar com o Solas mesmo. Bora lá.
The Dalish prisoners escaped safely?
We got them away free and clear.
Good. Whatever my frustrations with them, it feels good to have helped my people again. Thank you for allowing me to help. Chance to infuriate Elgar'nan was a reminder of simpler times.
You and Elgar'nan were really tearing into one another back there.
I needed to goad him to anger in order to distract him. But yes, while all of the Evanuris were monsters in their own ways, Elgar'nan was the worst. Or perhaps it is more honest to say that his were the faults I've found most objectionable. You have met him now, heard his voice hammering at the doors of your mind, and you have met me. Can you see how he and I might frustrate one another?
He uses his power to crush any opposition.
Yes. He is far more powerful than I am, and he wields that power like a graceless bludgeon. When I defeat an enemy, it is because I outsmarted them, because I was right. When he does, it is only because he was stronger.
Outsmarting someone and being right aren't exactly the same thing.
Aren't they?
Alright, I can see how you and Elgar'nan would hate each other.
He has always been what I most feared becoming. Callous and uncaring, his arrogance unchecked. To have that much power and no one to remind him that he could be wrong.
Well, he had you.
And I suppose I had you.
You said you found the Dalish frustrating. Why is that?
It is unfair to them. I lived for thousands of years, and after I imprisoned the Evanuris, I slept for thousands more. I awoke in a world that had forgotten the ancient times almost entirely. And those who tried to remember Elven history, like the Dalish, had gotten so much wrong.
I suspect them calling Elgar'nan and Ganhando and all the rest gods didn't go over well with you.
Indeed. To see that the history the Dalish worked so hard to preserve was the propaganda of tyrants was vexing. I tried to explain the truth to one clan. When I convinced them that I was truly Fen'Harel, they attacked me. After that, I hid my explanations behind the facade of having witnessed events in the Fade.
And the Fade is the realm of dreams. Hard to present that as evidence.
Yes. The Dalish had no reason to believe me. I could only watch as they continued to worship Elgar'nan, though we may have seen the last of that tradition, at least.
We would have had a hard time getting out of there without your help.
I did not spend this long preparing you only to lose you to Elgar'nan's machinations. No, I am sorry. That was poorly said. You have earned better from me.
Okay.
When we first met, I saw you only as a foolishly confident child who disrupted my plans. You were an irritant. I gave you information to oppose Elgar'nan out of necessity, but I expected you to be nothing more than a tool. Seeing you with your team, I was wrong.
Eu não quero zombar dele por ter falado isso, tá ligado? Só falar que sim. Que bom, tipo... Porque deve ser difícil falar isso.
I appreciate you saying that. Couldn't have been easy.
The only thing worse than being wrong is realizing it, but being afraid to change. Elgar'nan's pride is no greater than mine, but he denies any failure on his part, and I at least try to acknowledge my mistakes. Your team trusts you, and you listen to them. It is impressive and enviable. It took me centuries to build such a bond during my rebellion, and when I served the Inquisition, I tried to avoid entanglements.
What about the Inquisitor? Does he not count as a friend?
He was useful. But there were others I grew fond of despite myself when I was with the Inquisition. Cole, a spirit of compassion, I helped adapt to our new world. He was the only one who knew who I really was. I miss him a great deal. Josephine, the Inquisition's ambassador, was a bastion of kindness and decency in a world that looked down on elves and apostates. Even Cassandra Pendergast of the Order of the Seekers. She was what a believer should be. Faithful, practical, committed to serving, not ruling. I suppose I did bond with the Inquisition after all, as you have with your team.
Thank you for sharing that. So what comes next? What are the gods going to do?
Elgar'nan and Ganhando are preparing the dagger they will use for their ritual to pierce the veil. Elgar'nan's power is tied to light and darkness. He will need to perform a ritual during the next eclipse.
That gives us some time to prepare.
It is likely to be your last chance to do so. You must be ready for whatever comes, for this world and for the team that trusts you. I know that you will do everything in your power not to fail them.
Tá, então a gente tá chegando na etapa final do jogo já. Mas a gente não matou o dragão dele, né?
So now Elgar'nan's recovered his own archdemon. And the gods only need an eclipse to complete their dagger.
We saved the Dalish, though. That's important.
But now Elgar'nan's immortal, so long as his archdemon lives.
And we all know how hard those things are to kill.
We killed Razikale, didn't we?
After losing hundreds of wardens. And it took a centuries-old trap to do it. We don't have either of those. Not anymore.
Just when you think the tide's in your favor, it turns right back.
Okay, we always knew this was gonna be hard, right? And yeah, maybe it's a little harder now. More than a little. But either we stop this, or all of Thedas falls. So we see it through, all the way. Because no one else is going to.
Nice speech, Rook. But it's hard to complete a contract if you don't know where the target is.
We found the gods before. Not without help, we didn't.
So we get help again. We've got allies everywhere now.
I can think of a few options, but I'm open to suggestions.
Wardens have run dry. Nothing new is moving in the deep roads.
And the Veil Jumpers couldn't find any trace of Elgar'nan or his archdemon.
The crows may have something. The Antam are moving large quantities of supplies out of the city. Weapons, armor, gatlock. And several storehouses worth of food, what little we had left. It's enough to feed the Antam Navy for 3 months. Or all of Treviso for 6 weeks.
Given the timing, it seems unlikely to be a coincidence.
Wherever those supplies are headed, that's likely where we'll find the gods. Any more details from the crows, Lucanus?
They said the Antam have long work ahead. We have time. Also, Viago would like a meeting. At your earliest convenience. From him, that means important, but not yet urgent.
We've got options for what we do next. Figuring out where the Antam are taking those supplies should put us on the gods' trail. That said, the Venatori aren't up to anything good in Minrathis.
Not to complicate things, but the Inquisitor also wants to meet Rook.
Right. With everything he's been doing in the south, we owe him an update.
I'll let him know.
Despite the odds, we've survived. We've made a habit of it. Take some time. Rest. Be ready to go. Next time the gods appear, let's make sure it's the last.
Pô, é foda, né? Caralho, velho. Meu Deus, uma penca de missão. Do nada, missões a rodo. Nossa, agora é a parte final mesmo de... Deve ser agora a missão final de aliado, porque se já falou que a próxima vez que a gente enfrentar eles vai ser a final, o rolê vai ser foda. Então, o que a gente pegou na... A gente não pegou nada demais também, eu acho, né? Já tá com o arco que a gente vai usar, tá com a armadura boa. Não tem muito mais o que a gente fazer. Talvez eu olhe o Empório de novo pra ver se eu encontro algum anel que tá faltando. Porque querendo ou não, isso aqui seria bom. O dano com armas, barreiras e armaduras em 25%. Esse aqui é o que eu mais queria dourado, porque ele vai dar embalo se eu acertar na cabeça. Basicamente eu dou 4 tiros de uma vez, né? Seria bem roubado ter. Calma aí. É que eu não acabei de olhar. Aí. Tem alguma runa nova? Tá, upou, o Devin upou, Lucanus upou, até o Lucanus upou pro 8 já, boa. A neve também eu pôr. Cara, ainda não sei como fazer de build pra esse boneco. Eu tenho que ver se eu consigo fazer as quests deles logo. Pra ver como... O que vai vir de armadura. Que aí eu decido o que eu vou fazer. Bom, por enquanto aqui eu já queria fazer isso aqui, então eu já vou colocar. Aqui... Dano de detonação... Pô, reduzir em 50% é bom também, né? O raio que alcanço e o provocar também seria bom aumentar a área. Vou pegar isso aqui primeiro. Tá. Lucanis. Pronto. E a neve, eu acho que eu vou colocar aqui e aqui. Pra mim ainda não sei colocar tá de skill. As passivas que eu mais queria eu já peguei. Talvez duração de vantagem, né? Deve ser aqueles verdinhos que sobem lá da HP. Seria uma boa pra gente no momento. Mas eu já faço as quests, ou se eu vou também nas fases, né? Porque agora vai ter quest nelas, ó. Nossa, tem quest em tudo que é o canto. Fudeu. Não, mas a gente, antes de fazer as quests normal, a gente vai fazer as de história de personagem. Deixa eu ver o que é isso. Tá. Tá, a gente vai acabar ajudando a expedição do Véu, que tava faltando ajudar mesmo. E também a Guarda Cinzenta, que tava acabando de analisar a podridão. Cara, eu acho que depois da gente conseguir terminar as missões dos personagens, eu vou arrumar build, aí eu faço todas as secundárias que faltou. E aí a gente avança, que eu acho que aí depois as próximas missões já devem ser as finais já. Mas então é isso, gente. O vídeo vai ficando por aqui. Deixa o like, se inscreve no canal. Até a próxima. E fui.